Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So, of course, it is time to pull some cards for the collective. Yes, I've not been pulling so many readings for the past week, or the past maybe couple of weeks. I've needed some more time to rest. Why is that? Probably because we're right in the middle. We're like bang right in the middle of a huge solar storm at this time. Yes, I can hear the wind blowing all around me. I'm beginning to feel like Dorothy. Oh dear. So, is that too quick for you? Sorry. Let's pull some cards. Oh, I didn't really know what to do this evening. In fact, it's not just me that's been quiet. My audience have gone quiet as well. But hey ho, it is time to let go, to surrender to what is. I'm going to pull a Rumi message for this evening. Let's get a Friday night message with Rumi. An invitation into the heart of the divine. We're going to pull from the Rumi Oracle this evening. Okay, well, I'm going to go and have a pause and go and make a cup of tea. I shall be right back. And of course, you won't have any idea. I'll see you shortly. Okay, let's get us a reading. Thank you, Rumi, our brother who loves us without condition. Can we have a message for the collective at this time? Regarding the current energy that's going on for the collective. What energy these solar storms stirring up? Thank you, Rumi. Well, that was quick. Look at that. Whirling goddess. That's exactly what these... Look, it doesn't want to pull out anymore. That is the card. Okay. So, what are these solar flares? What energy are these solar flares bringing with them? Well, we have card 30, Whirling Goddess, with card 42, Dance of the Divine Feminine, at the bottom of the deck. Absolutely. Let's read our message. It's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Rumi. Top of the deck, the right choice. Hey, the right choice, the impossible made possible. The way is being shown to you at this time. These solar flares, these solar storms are happening absolutely for a sacred reason. It may feel as though nothing is happening, but all of a sudden, everything is made possible for you. Okay. Let's split the deck. Hand of Fatima. Swirling energy. Blessed, blessed, and the blessing of the hand of Fatima. Okay. So it's all leading to the right choice. The path is being cleared. Divine Feminine is indeed showing you the way. Dance of the Divine Feminine. The whirling goddess. This is our message this evening. And let's begin with card 42. Dance. And we connect the poetry. Okay. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppression or the oppressive wounds. I'm going to read it again. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. Rumi. Love lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Rumi. How can your feet bear to be still when the magic is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more. You were made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the sturdy, the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. Come, my love. Are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then that is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an invitation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our hearts beating. Our feet shall be moving, whilst our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. You may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. You may touch it to see. Is it moving? Of course. It is hurtling through the skies, spinning, tilted on its axis. It's amazing you aren't passed out on the floor in utter dizziness. Yet you stand there, imagining you have a choice of not moving. What funny foolishness. Let us laugh about it together. How can you even imagine it only through some misplaced fear? It is such a small craziness, really. You can cast it off, that small crazy fear. Let it return to the Earth Mother to become fertilizer for the far grander and more exciting insanity of divine love instead. Give up that tiny insanity in favor of the great craziness of love. You cannot be unmoved by it. The rhythm of life will get you shaking your hips eventually. How could you not become entranced by the gleaming dance floor, shimmering with possibility and invitation? This oracle comes to you with guidance. Your life may feel as though it is being tipped upside down. Perhaps you feel as though the great beloved, in a feisty mood, has grabbed your ankles, is holding you upside down and shaking you wildly until your skirt is over your head, or the pockets of your pants become freed of their contents, keys and wallet dropping to the floor in disarray. Your hair is messy. Your bottom is in the air. And your sense of orientation is nowhere to be found. Blood is rushing to your head. And goodness knows you just want to be put down to have a moment to come to your senses. So, the beloved will give you that gift. But don't imagine it will last for too long. Maybe that sight of you with your bottom in the air is a lot to take in. The great beloved esteems you capable of so much more than being sure-footed and sensible. You are capable of more whirling and stumbling, whilst inspired by the music of the spheres. If you just accept the great invitation to dance, there won't be so much rough what is this? Rough housing going on. Okay. It won't be needed because your hair will already be in a mess. Your blood will already be pumping and you'll be sweating, laughing, smiling and dancing. The great beloved will be alive in you, which is all that grand seducer ever wanted in the first place, even with all the jokes and horseplay. Disarrayed and dishevelled by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of a too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rocked boats and upset apple carts being swept away by love, as you dare to dream bolder and wilder dreams for yourself and the world. There is a bigger magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. It is the priorities of the heart that matters to you. If you are ever to right yourself, whilst the beloved is tipping you upside down like a soaring bird in most impressive aerial dynamics, it will be through establishing right priorities, the priorities of your own heart, So ask your heart what matters most and attend to that. So I posted something earlier on the community tab saying Divine Feminine's heart matters more than any man's ego. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held onto appears to be shimmering and insubstantial, a mere dance of light rather than solid ground. This will become so easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from the heart, and no matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your center will remain strong. This is what the Beloved wants for you. Such peace and relief it shall bring to you. But perhaps some shaking about is required first, in case you are reluctant to give up some mainstays, unaware of how much they drain life away from your heart center. This oracle brings you this message also. There is something you are holding on to. A person, a place, a thing, a belief, a vision, and you need to let it go because it wants to grow. It may grow and change into something utterly different, or it may grow into exactly what you are imagining. Whatever outcome, growth is happening, and you'll find you enjoy the way much more with greater flow and support and less hashing of your head, less bashing of your head against the proverbial brick wall, if you can let it happen. Don't worry if it seems as though your world is coming to an end or you are losing something you once loved. This is just the shaking about of the great Beloved to lead you into a deeper, sweeter dance of divine being and becoming. Put your focus into your heart and realize you are more ready than you think. Now shake those hips, stamp those feet, close your eyes and clap your hands. There, that's better already. Okay. You whirling goddess, that's exactly where we're heading now. There is somewhere you are meant to be. It is here, now, this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole. But your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked. Even though your body is passing through that, the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for its master's return, even as he steps out of the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes, then fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little, until you are truly through the keyhole, where it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be order, should be other than it is. You are being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares to put the mind to one side and say, "Tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great, rousing music of the beloved's heartbeat, and I will not miss one step." And to awaken the next day and to do that all over again and again and again. You are ready, you see, sweet soul dancer. You are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner. For I am already inviting you onto the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what you are going to do next, or how you are going to manage, you are given this divine mandate. With relish, reveal the truth. I do not know. Know nothing, and dance, sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. Your heart shall create the steps in response to the music of the spheres, happening now, alive and spontaneous and free. If there is an issue, apparently unsolvable or unknowable, in your life now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not. Do the sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. Repeat this heavenly prescription daily as needed. So, if you'd like to take part in the sacred honoring ritual, please say the following aloud. I give my heart permission to lead this dance. I give my mind some time off. No more worry or doubt, planning or resisting. Instead, I surrender. Instead, I open. Instead, I allow. I allow. I allow. And all unfolds with perfection, divine timing, and the miracle of grace. With Rumi as my sole witness, so be it. You have now completed your sacred honouring ritual, which has indeed completed tonight's reading. I hope you found tonight's message helpful, everybody, at this time. There is a right choice being made. I feel as though Divine Masculine is making a choice right now. Either way, the right choice is being made. Divine Feminine, it's time for you to dance.